Welcome to Monoprice. My name is Emmanuel, and today we'll be going over our various 3D printing filament that we have here at Monoprice to use with our 3D printers. Here we have in front of us the filament we'll be covering today: PLA for polylytic acid, our wooden-based PLA, our ABS, also known as acrylene nitrobutadiene styrene, PETG, or petylene terephthalate glycol, PVA, polyvinyl alcohol, and our cleaning filament. Now don't worry for the rest of the video, and when searching online, we would be using their abbreviated names. Now please keep in mind that although these tips and advice typically yield great results, 3D printing can be a trial and error hobby, and some experimentation may also be needed. If you're wondering which of our printers can use which filament, that can be answered by checking to see if your printer reaches the recommended temperature for the filament. First off, let's talk about PLA, which is going to be the filament we recommend most if you are a beginner or new to 3D printing. It's the easiest to print with and has decent durability as well. The only downside is it can tend to create clogs in the extruder easier than other filaments such as ABS. Another nice thing about PLA is that it's completely non-toxic, so it's perfectly safe to use around the family. It is typically corn-based and made from renewable resources, making it recyclable. We suggest printing PLA at an extruder temperature of around 210 degrees. The bed does not usually need to be heated, but if you are having trouble getting your prints to stick, you might want to increase your bed temperature to around 60 degrees. PLA is most typically used to print common knickknacks, items, and figurines. Here we have our wooden-based PLA, which is made out of 40% wood fibers and can be printed with the same temperature range of normal PLA. However, when using higher temperatures, it will come out looking darker. The second most common used filament is ABS. It is more durable than PLA, although it can be a little trickier to print with at times because it requires much more heat. The print bed requires temperatures at around 90 to 100 Celsius, and you will want your extruder to be around 230 to 40 Celsius for proper flow and adhesion. ABS can be used for popular items such as cell phone cases, contact lens cases, and items that require more durability. Similar to PLA, ABS is non-toxic, but not exactly the same because it is not biodegradable. PETG filament is extremely useful as it's considered food safe and completely non-toxic. You may have seen PET on a water bottle or other types of plastic container before. PETG is the same thing as PET, except the G stands for the added ingredient, which is glycol. The addition of glycol makes the filament easier to heat up and adhere, making it possible to use with our 3D printers. We found blue painter's tape to be the best build mat for this filament. You will also want to recalibrate your bed to allow for about 0.15 millimeters more than PLA. Also, slowing your print speed down and turning off your fan will help prevent warping. PVA is a dissolvable filament that, when placed into water, will vanish away. Now you may be wondering what the point of dissolving filament would be. Supports. Normally, support elements are printed using the same material as the main object, such as PLA or ABS. This would require you to have to remove the supports by hand, which can be time consuming and result in damage to the printed object. If we use PVA as a support, we can just drop the print right into some water and the PVA will begin to dissolve, leaving you with a cleaner print. We do recommend printing PVA with an extruder temperature of 180 degrees and your bed at 40 degrees. Printing PVA as a support is only possible when using a dual extruder printer. Here are some other tips that will help you when using PVA. Lastly, we will go over cleaning filament, which is used to, you guessed it, cleaning the nozzle. We recommend using cleaning filament after every handful of prints, or if you haven't printed in a while, to get rid of any old filament that may be left over. This can be used in a temperature range of 160 to 260 degrees, and if you would like to learn more, please check out the link in the description below, which will take you to our other videos on how to properly unclog your nozzle. And that's all the time we have for now. Hope this helped you learn how to decide what filament to choose based on your printer. and how to properly print with those filaments as well. I'm Emmanuel with Monoprice. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out monoprice.com for our 3D printing products and support. PLA, ABS for acrylic, not acrylic, acrylic, oh my god, is that one? Or ABS, acrylic.
This is gonna be a good blooper reel for you, man.
Oh my
This is gonna be a
goodness.
great blooper reel.